Wow, good morning. It's a very different morning this morning than what it was yesterday. The weather outside, we had a stormy-ish night last night, so it's actually blowing quite strongly outside, and it's overcast and it's been raining, and it just smells so fresh though. It's lovely. I actually like this sort of weather. It's pretty cool. So what we're doing today, of course, is our Daily Lenormand card spread. And of course, I've got all the beeps going off now. Good morning, Shaz, on the Be Live side, which is mytimetv.live, and YouTube, my YouTube channel. I don't know why, but I just heard a funny clicking sound. I hope it's not something breaking. We'll see. Good morning, Tracy. Lovely to see you here on a Sunday morning as well. It is the 11th of April here in South Australia. And you're in your hoodie already. Your hoodie already. I haven't got that on. I am still short sleeves, but I was wearing my dressing gown at 5:30 when I first woke up. So it was a bit cool then. So I can get away with the short sleeves here in this small office because it gets a little stuffy. So I'm not going to open the window because it is that windy. So that's why it is a little quieter. And I've got everything set up to go. So that's what we're doing. So tune into your psychic senses, your gut feeling, your intuition, whichever way you want to access the messages that you're receiving from your spirit guidance. Okay? And I just realised that's not symmetrical. That should be angled like that. That's the Virgo in me. All right, what we're using this morning, oh God, fiddle faddle. We've got the pixie cards that I'm using this morning, and just in a different spread that I felt I laid them down, and that's what it came up with. So there's the pixie cards. A lovely deck. They're quite easy to handle because they are a nice small set. I did so much writing and stuff yesterday that my hand was feeling a bit sore this morning. So there you go. We choose the tools that we need for our edification and guidance and ease of use. Here is ease of use. We've just got three up the top and two at the bottom. It's just a clarification. What we've got is the book. We're needing to actually get into learning a bit more, having a bit more study, research and things like that. That's what I'm sensing from this for what I'm perceiving as my day today. I'm still wanting to set up a few more elements, and it's called Stream Elements. I have got Stream Elements activated in my Twitch channel. I have no idea what it does yet, and this is where I'm needing to do a little bit more with learning what the technology is, how it all fits together, and it's always changing, so there's always going to be something that needs to be read up on it a bit. And being a Sunday too, it could just mean for you, lay back in a beautiful, comfortable chair, have a really good book to read of the type that really just is entertainment, that can take you into another world as if you're the child. You know, we love to play. It is a playful card, the child. So, and yeah, so I've got a Facebook user that can see me in my profile. So the restream is actually working and connected. So that's pretty cool. And I've also got Kathy over on probably my business page, the Boundy page in Facebook. Or that could be somewhere else. I'm not sure. It says Facebook, so I'm pretty sure that is it. It's not the Twitch colours. So, and here we've got, I must have a double up on something somewhere because it's showing me both comments, and that's on the Be Live. So maybe I have. Maybe I have. Have I frozen? Am I still frozen? I'm not, well, I'm still moving on my studio area in the Be Live and the eCam, so don't know. And good morning, Mary. Lovely to see you here too. It is lovely to see me here. No, my eCam, I am actually okay with the eCam as well. So you're there on my profile page, the Rosboundy profile, Shaz. If you're saying Shaz is here as the Beelive seems to freeze on you. Not sure why that's happening. Look, I am frozen. So that's the Beelive. Okay, hold on. I'm going to refresh my Beelive screen. So I'll disappear for a sec. I won't on the eCam side because that it's still showing to me that I'm actually still live on the eCam and moving. You know, I'm waving to myself and seeing it in the preview screen. So, yeah, I don't know either. Did that come back? I don't know. Yeah, well, I don't know. It's technology. Technology does its own thing sometimes. Now, Kirsten, lovely to see you here too, by the way. I am putting your comment on the screen. That should at least show up. Am I still frozen or is it free again? Am I free? Am I free? I'll be like the child and still play. Can see me now? Right, yeah, so I am actually doubling up one of my streams because I'm actually putting this on the screen through the eCam virtual camera into my BeLive. So, but I've also got that streaming as well, so it's an independent stream as well. That's interesting. I might do the comments more from the eCam if I can. It's just that when it's on the profile page, that's the personal page, the profile page. When it's on that, I can't see your names. So that's why I know with Kirsten's here that it's actually on my Facebook page. So it's weird. So Kirsten, so on the BeLive side, hi hi Melena, lovely to see you here. So you'd be in the mytimetv.live. And Tracy's saying, yes, I'm back, so that's good. So I've got no idea why it was doing that, and it's back and working. Shaz is on BeLive. Do not know why, but that's all right. At least with when I'm actually bringing up the comments on the eCam side, they go across both platforms because I'm using the virtual camera into BeLive. So that is good. Yeah, it's the BeLive is good now. It's actually more the mytimetv.live, I suspect, unless there's someone on the YouTube channel. If there's someone could pop over to the YouTube channel and check that out to see whether that's working would be good. And that's just Rosboundy. Search for Rosboundy and you'll find it. Sarah Cobb, good morning. How are you? So, shall we get back to the actual reading now? Because I just got to, let's relax with a good book, and it probably is a good idea to do that. And I might stop messing with technology. I won't because I love the technology. I'm actually going to go and do a Happs later with some readings. The individualised ones, not this. This is the general daily card spread reading that I do. I don't pull individual cards through this session. So we're going to be reading books and the child is popping up to play. So I'm feeling it probably is more of having fun today as a Sunday, as giving yourself some time off. So climb the tree, swing on the swing, open that book and discover those new worlds of whatever the fantasy that you want to follow in your day reading a book. Even taking flight in imagining, the daydreams that you might used to have had where you were flying and could see anything that you'd like to, or even practicing astral travel. It is possible. Treat it like a daydream and then just go traveling. And you'll find sometimes you can slip into that realm of absolute, you can do it, astral travel. The birds are about communication though, but they do also fly, obviously. Most birds. There's only the two types that don't, isn't it? Ostrich and emu. Is there any other birds that don't fly? Can't remember. Anyway, have that time where you're actually chatting with each other, communicating, playing with a friend, in that realm of astral travel, if you can manage to do that. And don't give yourself any guilt trips about not being able to. Hey, it took me years to really and to figure out, look, sometimes it's just spontaneous too. That's another subject. Take yourself on that flight of fancy as you're reading the book. Put yourself really into that book and discover, like a child does, what that wonderful story is, what that world is. It absolutely shows. It is cheaper than plane flying, absolutely. So, Sarah, did I say good morning to you? Yes, I did, so that's good. So I'm caught up on the comments. There you go. Now, once you've actually taken that trip and you're really getting into reading a good book and playing like the child, putting yourself in as if you're discovering new realms and worlds and flights of fancy and fantasy. We do sometimes need to come back to the reality of being here and present in this particular space and time. Here we've got the crossroads card, and it is what choices you're going to make in your day to day. And the whip is about getting cracking on some of those tasks that do need to be done. Look, from old habits of many years of going as a child to two church services a day, sometimes Sunday school, listening to my dad do the lay preaching, and then from my own choice as I grew into my own Christian beliefs and practices of, there'd be things that you wouldn't do on a Sunday because it was the holy day. It's what was instilled. You're not meant to play cards on a Sunday because that's something of the devil, and all sorts of things that we've been brought up with to believe. Choose what is your own road to walk down and what you are choosing as the tasks and what you want to put into place as habits, even breaking habits or creating new ones. It really is. Here we've got a choice and then we act on the choice. So the crossroads is the choices and decisions, and the whip whip and the broom is the actions, what we're going to be doing with that. And, just allow yourself the time where you've got play. There's more of that today than there is of the work and making decisions. But relax into it and be guided by what your instinct, your gut feel, for today. Just allow that flow to happen and move throughout your day in relaxed style, in tuning into, and I'm going to switch back round to this, in tuning into what is your inner being, that soul connection, that spiritual pathway. You don't have to 24/7 tune into and feel the conscious connection of what is your spiritual essence. It's part of who you are in the playing out, in the working through. We've got the play at the top and we've got the working through at the bottom. The three cards being the play more today than what you're doing the work side today. But allow it just to gel through you as a natural flow, because we are being us. That's what we're learning each step of the way, is to be you. You're an individual with your uniqueness. Each and every one of us is. And just allow that flow. Tune into that, who you are being. And it doesn't have to be the conscious all the time. We have a subconscious and that level for a reason. It is who we are. It's that connection. It's the being. But it's lovely to be reminded sometimes that we can tap into that consciously. So that's partly where the astral travelling comes into it, or daydreaming, or, there's labels for different things because we like labels. Experience what you need to today. Put yourself in the experience of that other world when you're reading that really good book or learning something new. There's all things that you can do. Choose wisely today, I think, is probably what we're getting more of, is just have your choices. It is there. You've got your choices. You can act on them, or you can just leave it go and go read a good book. Get lost in a world of fantasy just for today and be relaxed and rejuvenate. It is Sunday. So, okay. Good morning, Michaela. Wonderful to have you here too. And Chaz, I didn't see that one. You read sci-fi, fantasy sci-fi. I really, really enjoyed the times where I would read, and it was historical fantasy. And I've always loved the magician, fairy, witch, all of that type of fantasy, the magic. And it really is that magic of what we can create for ourselves, because we can create our own magic. I've got the lovely set of cards that I'll be using later for the Happs session, because I'm really enjoying a different system of cards. It's called Curiosity, that Tea with Karen has designed and created. I love it. So have a good day. See you. Yes, thanks, Kirsten. Thank you so much for popping in. And certainly if you feel led to and you get the notifications, pop over when I'm on the Happs. It's still the 6 destinations. You'll see me on all these same channels. So it's wonderful to be able to do this with the technology. So thank you everyone for popping in and starting your day with a wonderful card reading here with these lovely cards. I love the Lenormand decks. Actually, I like them all. So tap into you and blessings. We'll catch you later on or tomorrow morning at 7:30 because it's a Monday. Okay, bye for now. Namaste.